All right, what's going on, YouTube? It's your fam Zay Gifted back at y'all with another message. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, all glory, all honor to Abba Yahuwah and Yahushua Mashiach for using me as a vessel to work in and through me. So on today's video, the title of this video is going to be The Harsh Truth About Reality. So we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff in these videos. And the first thing I want to talk about is basically like like what I didn't have nobody to tell me this, but them like after high school, them people that you rocking with in school, them people that you walking around with and thinking they gonna be there with you, it ain't gonna be like after high school. I'm sorry to tell you, but it ain't gonna be like that, because everybody gonna try to find their own way, their own path. They gonna try to figure out the next person who popping that's not in school, or the person who got all the money. You see, this world built off money. Everybody want money. They all want this. They all want fast, this and that. So they gonna all switch for a dollar bill. They gonna all do this and that. It ain't gonna be the same, because you just graduated and you becoming a grown man. So everybody trying to find their own way, their own path, their own vision, their own purpose in life. So you gotta understand it ain't gonna be like that at the high school. You may have some niggas that may switch out on you, may slime, what they call nowadays, slime you out. They may like go to the next group. Like, say like y'all in the group, they been trying to go to the next group that they see popping or got all the jewelry or the fashion or this and that, and they think it's all about that, but it ain't. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. The next thing I want to talk about is basically like, fam, like nowadays, bro, people try to, they go broke. The broke people, they go broke trying to look rich, and the rich people, they stay rich by looking broke. They looking bummy. They looking like everyday people, fam. You see, nigga, if you working at a job or you working at a fast food, you on a budget, bro. You gotta understand that you can't be out here just spending your money, just spending it on anything, bro. They like people like these younger generations, like they just like to do what they want to do. They see the next person with the fashion or the next person with the shoes. They don't want to buy the shoes or the fashion until they see their favorite celebrity or their favorite artist with it. So this is what I mean by like you working at Bojangles and you on a budget. You ain't getting paid that much. So they try to go get $900 Balenciaga shoes, $300 shirts, $200 pants, fam. And then you spending your whole paycheck just on that, when you can be investing in yourself, be investing in your future, be investing in some type of stuff that can make you even more money, that can double your money, so you can go buy that. And then when you buy that, you got a lot of money left over. You see what I'm saying? Like, they try to spend all their money just in one, buying it on designer or this and that. Like, you got to understand that when that designer or that materialistic things don't even mean nothing, it's going to be there, because the materialistic things, when you buying all that stuff, some people buy all of that and they not even happy. They not even happy with themselves. They not even happy in the inside, and they try to fill all themselves with the materialistic things. You got to understand the materialistic stuff, the clothes, the money, the jewelry, it ain't going to put you to sleep at night. When your thoughts racing and you broken inside, you feeling so much pain, that can't put you to sleep. And people try to say money don't bring you happiness, but it brings you happiness when you can buy the things that you want. Yeah, you're gonna get that stuff that you want, but you're gonna want more, you're gonna want more, you're gonna want more. You're gonna buy a house and you're gonna want a bigger house. You're gonna buy a car and you're gonna want an even better car, you're gonna want to upgrade, you're gonna buy some shoes and you're gonna want the next big shoes that's coming out. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta focus on like the stuff that really matters, like your goals, like building generational wealth, investing in some type of Bitcoin, investing in doing some type of trading, learning some type of new skill that you're gonna need in the future. You gotta understand it. And the next thing I want to really talk about is like, bro, don't nobody care about what you got going on with your life. They don't care about what you doing, what you out here got going. They don't care about your everyday life, because they got their own problems and they got their own life worrying about. And that's the hard truth, and that's the hard pill I had to swallow. I thought people like was gonna be able to do this and that for me. I thought people were gonna be there for me all the time, but I had to realize like I came in this world alone, so I'm gonna die alone. And like, we come into this world with nothing, and then we get into this world chasing everything, trying to get everything, and then when we die, we can't take none of that with me. We leave with the same way we came in. So it ain't, bro, you gotta understand that. You gotta edify your soul. You gotta feed your soul and your spirit more than you doing your flesh. You gotta understand that. You when you hit rock bottom, when you like, I'm gonna say it like this: when you on top of your game, when you got all the money, you got all the cars, you got all this and that, you on top of your game and you booming and you on top, bro, they gonna want to mess with you. They gonna want to be on your team. They gonna want to act like they rocking with you because you popping, you doing this and that. So they gonna want to be around that to try to benefit off you. You gotta understand that people ain't gonna want to be around you if you ain't benefit you. If you ain't benefit you. So if you got stuff to offer, you got all this and that, they gonna want to be around you, because they feel like, oh, since you went in, it's that entitlement spirit. They feel like since you went in, like, they around you, they can get something, or they can get this and that. But the moment you hit rock bottom, the moment you lose everything and you don't know your next move, you don't know where your next meal coming from, you don't know how to do this and that, bro, I'm telling you, they gonna switch. They gonna go to the next crew that's popping. They gonna go to the next person that's popping, or this and that. They gonna try to figure out the next person they can benefit off of or leech off of. You gotta understand that, bro, because they're not gonna want to mess with no person who ain't got nothing to their name or who ain't got nothing going on for themselves. You gotta understand that, bro. So what I had to really realize is like, bro, you gotta really rock alone, bro. Because when you alone, you sit back and you observe everybody and they behaviors and they patterns and this and that, bro. You can realize like the snakes. You can realize who really with you and who really ain't. You gotta understand that, fam. Because sometimes your homeboys ain't even your homeboys. It'd be the people that's really in your face all day, that say they love you all day, that really be snaking you, that really be plotting and planning on you and doing all this and that. They ain't even really with you. But you gotta understand that the Most High, He'll send a stranger. He'll send strangers unaware. He'll send strangers, and those be the people that support you the most. That'll be the people that rock with you and that got loyal and that's like really say what they say with you the most. You gotta understand that because, bruh, most of the people that you grew up with, they know everything that you went through. They know everything you got going on. They know all your this and that. So they more likely to go against you when they see you popping, bro. You gotta understand that, bro. And another thing I want to talk about is basically, like, bro, like, and most people was put on this planet to be their own boss, their own CEO, to have their own business. But not everybody was meant to do that. Some people dream lifestyle is working a 9-to-5 job. Some people want to wake up and be a manager or be a supervisor or be this and that. So I'm not telling nobody to do this and that, what I'm about to tell you. But at the same time, I am telling you, like, use your job as a stepping stool. Like, go to work, do all this and that, and go home and work on yourself, figure out what you want to do on your side. Like, what makes you happy when you do something, or when you do this and that? What makes you happy? What makes you smile? What brings you peace when you do that? Like, it could be video games, it can be drawing, it can be art, it can be music, it can be like anything, but you gotta understand it. Playing sports, like anything can make you happy. So like, what makes you happy when you doing it? And like, when you going home, work on that. The same hours you work at your job, work on that, fam. You gotta understand it, because a job don't do nothing, but they gonna tell you to work hard, do all this and that, and grind, and they gonna make you come back the next day. What they gonna do is they gonna pay you just enough to pay for your bills and this and that, and they gonna just enough to come back. You gotta understand that, bro. A job wants you to be stuck there your whole life. They want you to invest in a 401k, work until you're 60 years old, 70 years old, and then you got 3 years left of your 401k that you got 6 figures on, and you about to die. And then you just die, bro. You ain't got time to travel. You ain't got time to do all the things that you want, bro, because they want you stuck there. That's what the system was. The system was made for you to fail. It was made for you to just stay stuck in that low, that poverty mindset. You got to understand it. They don't want y'all becoming your own boss, doing your own thing. You got to understand that, because what your boss, your managers, the rich people, they don't tell you. They're going to tell you to keep grinding, keep doing this and that, but they ain't going to tell you the little secrets to how the business run, to how to do this and that, to how to get rich, because they don't want you to doing it. You got to understand, if they put a nigga like me in that position to do that, man, I'm going to tell the whole world. I'm going to spill the whole game. I'm going to give the knowledge to all the people so they can know how to maneuver. You got to understand it, bro. Use your job as a stepping stool. That's what I like to tell people, bro, because like, your job not gonna always be there, bro. They can fire you anytime they want. They can figure somebody else with more experience in this and that, and they can call it a layoff when they fire you. You gotta understand that, bro. They can just do this, and you gotta, like, look at this. You gotta ask another grown man or another grown woman, an adult, and you already an adult, to go on vacation, to take trips, to do this and that. You got, like, I look at it like this, like, bro, like, I don't want to have nobody on my back or behind me telling me what to do. I feel like I can call the shots. I feel like I can run my own business or do this and that, but I shouldn't have no other grown adult when I'm already an adult telling me what to do. Do this and that. Do this way. Like, you feel me? Like, you should want to be able to tell yourself what to do. Wake up on your own schedule, on your own time. You can be laying on your couch, waking up, calling the shots from your couch. You got to understand that, bro. Like, you got to, like, it's a lot of people out here that's doing genuine, pure, righteous heart people wrong. And that's what the Most High do. The Most High, he'll allow that to happen. He'll hide their value. He'll do this and that. And they out here, like, mistreating them, misunderstanding them, abusing them, like, showing fake love. Their loyalty is not real. He see they hidden agendas and hidden plans. You got to understand that what the person, what the human being, the spiritual person can't see, the Most High and the angels can see. You got to understand it. So while they doing all this and that, they thinking they got one up on the person, but in all actual reality, they doing all this and that, praying on their downfall and doing all this and that. But when the Most High rise them up, they're gonna wish they never, like, did all this and that and did all this and that. So when they So when they rise, they think they can leech off of them. Like I said earlier, think they got that entitlement spirit. They think they can leech off of them, so they think they're gonna come back. But they should have realized and knew they value and knew what type of person they was when the Most High first brought them into their life. You gotta understand that, bro. You don't. And when people do you like that, they try to like misuse you, misunderstand you because you ain't got nothing going on right now. And then the Most High raise you up and you start popping. But they're gonna try to come back, bro. The only thing you owe people that do that is love from a distance, bro. The only thing you can do is just love them from a distance. You ain't gotta have hate or dislike somebody or this and that, bro. You can still love them, but you don't gotta be all up in their face. You ain't gotta go around them no more. You can love them from a distance, bro. You can love them and act like you never knew them. You gotta understand that. When you see them, you probably can just give them a speak and then go on about your day. Like that's all you gotta do. You gotta understand that. You don't gotta have beef with nobody. It shouldn't be no bad blood. You shouldn't have no grudge or hatred towards nobody. You should love everybody, bro. That's what I like to tell everybody, bro. Just because somebody did you wrong don't mean you got a reason to be dislike them or do this and that. You can love somebody, you gotta forgive them, but you the only thing you owe them is love from a distance. Don't be in their face no more. Don't allow them back in to allow them to do that again. Because when people show you who they is the first time, you gotta believe them, bro. Because that's who they really is, bro. Because if you let them back in again, they more than likely gonna do it to you again the second time. You gotta understand it. So yeah, fam, that's the harsh truth about reality. That's some free game or free wisdom that I want to give you if you ain't already know, bro. And if you like this video, I suggest you to just give this like on this video and just subscribe and just give me the thumbs up, bro. And tell me about more videos that y'all want to see, bro. But with all further ado, y'all have a blessed day and y'all stay blessed. I love y'all and Yahushua loves y'all even more.